Hey, yo. Y'all already know what it is, man. Drunk Sports Talk here with my three brothers, the three amigos. We taking a shot like we do every effing episode, right? Yo, salute to my G's. Yo, salute to my uncrispy homeless look. Yo, no offense to the homeless people, but you know what I mean? I'm looking rugged out here, just like the Knicks fucking record, bro. We ain't even talking no basketball today, at least not the Knicks. But let's get into the topic. Salute to my brothers. We're gonna have a good night. Salute, my G's.
Salute.
Ooh, that H dog hit a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to welcome everyone back to Drunk Sports Talk, New York's new #1 sports talk show. We are the voice of the streets. Allow me to reintroduce myself. It's your brother Cash. And as always, I got my guys with me, the one and only Q and my brother Ed Television. I know some of y'all bugged out when you ain't see Ed Television on Monday. Calm down. He ain't going nowhere. He just come rock Monday. He's a staple in what we do. So, real talk. What's going on, y'all?
Chilling, man. Feeling good for the great.
Chilling, man.
Wild
day. We got a lot ahead of us, man. Right before the episode, me, Ed talking about how we just really nervous about going to the Knick game on Friday, but you know what I mean. You put some optimism in my heart, Cash. I appreciate it, man.
We dogs, man. We can fight back and probably win it.
Well, we're gonna talk a little bit. We're gonna talk everything. We're gonna talk a little bit about LeBron hitting 40,000. You know, a lot of people have been talking about, does that make him the GOAT or in the GOAT conversation? We're gonna talk about Russell Wilson. Niggas not letting Russell cook anymore. You know what I'm saying? Russell's no longer cooking. You know what I'm saying? Russell's doing dishes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk a little bit about Saquon Barkley, the Giants opting not to tag him. Kind of did him a favor, but it's bittersweet. Because we love Saquon, and hopefully, they come to the table and negotiate and do what they got to do, and he becomes a Giant again. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Rich Eisen, talking about he's got inside intel that the Giants are done with Daniel Jones. But let's get back. Let's start it off, man. LeBron James, man.
LBJ.
LeBron is like this like lightning rod for hate and love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either love LeBron or you hate him. There's no like in between with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, remember and Do the Right Thing, Radio Raheem.
Yes,
love. If I love you, I love you. I hate you, right? That's LeBron. Love and hate. Well, recently we know LeBron has been playing for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? It's insane. Like I want to talk a little bit about what KG said and Paul Pierce, but we're not going to get into that today. We'll get into that another day. But they alluded to him maybe taking steroids. If that's true, I don't know. Doesn't really matter in this conversation. He's hit 40,000 points. He's been playing 21 years in the league.
21 years.
Years in the league. Still jumping out the gym. Still balling. Defensively, he's not as stout as he used to be, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? He plays defensive spots. I know you might have seen him against the Clippers last week. At certain points, he was D'ing up quiet, and it was kind of reminiscent of back in the days when he had that lockdown D. You know what I'm saying? He kind of locked quiet down a little bit. But like I said, I digress. 40,000 points, right? Does him reaching this insane milestone that may never be broken, right? Because you have to have an insane amount of longevity, right?
Yes.
Racked up all these awards. The NBA's leading scorer. He's top 5 and shit in every category you could possibly think of, pretty much. I even saw he's like top 5, I think, in like a threes attempted. It just, with longevity becomes, your stats pile up. You think, Ed, I'm gonna go with you first. Does him scoring 40,000 points put him in the GOAT debate now?
I think so, man. I mean, 40,000, you know what I mean? Everybody gonna, bring up Jordan and all this stuff, but the man is not only number 1 in scoring. The man is a walking triple-double. He has 11,000 rebounds and 10,000 assists. He's 4th in assists, 32nd in rebounding, and number 1 in scoring. How could you not put him in the GOAT debate after that? He's shown his dominance for 21 years. Everybody want to talk about the rings and stuff like that, but we all heard other basketball players talk about it. If you want to talk about the GOAT, it can't be about rings, because then Jordan won't be the GOAT if it comes to ring culture. You know what I mean? But LeBron has showed it in and out. I love LeBron, and I hated LeBron when he wore a Miami Heat jersey. But LeBron is the Don Dada of the NBA, man. He's been the face of the NBA since he was 18 years old, even before he even wore a Cavaliers jersey, before he got selected. He was on Sports Illustrated, Slam Magazine. His high school game was televised on ESPN. I remember watching that as a 15-year-old, like, dude, like, who's going to dethrone that in the next 15, 20 years? I don't see nobody touching LeBron. I don't see nobody touching it. It ain't gonna be, not even his seeds is gonna be in the A and be that nice as LeBron. I'm sorry, man. LeBron is there, man. You gotta put him now. He's been knocking on the door, but you gotta put him now, man. He's neck and neck.
So you're saying yes?
Yes.
40,000 points. There's the theory that LeBron is really 50 years old. Hello. No doubt. I'll go last. Q, what do you think?
Fucking tired of this argument. It's like, yo, to be honest, man, it's like, yo, when did he leave? I feel like when was LeBron not in the GOAT? I feel like they was calling him like top 3 fucking 10 years ago before he even had some of his accolades. Mm-hmm. So, you know, and then we all had to like sit people the fuck down. And now he's achieving some stuff. I think now people will have just another stat. They're just gonna have another stat. And we saw him play. My personal opinion is still no on the court, for my own reasons. But I think I never really used to get mad. Well, a little bit. 10 years ago, I would get mad at people because people were calling him the GOAT for a long time, bro.
Yeah, it's too early.
For a very long. I knew a lot of people who used to say, "Yo, LeBron the GOAT," fucking 7, 8, 9 years ago and shit. Like, yo, dude, like, come on, man. It's 11th year. I know he's accomplished a lot, but he still got a lot more to accomplish. But obviously, you know what he's done for the league, how dominant has he been. I can't see why you can't put him there. You know, like, he definitely deserves it. You know, and he's definitely I've been saying this for years, man. He must be like a cyborg or something because homie just built different, man, the way he played. And it's been exciting, and I'm happy, you know, because I got to saw Michael Jordan, but toward, like, you know what I mean, like maybe halfway through his career, you know, when it got crazy and crushing for Knicks fan. And then I got to basically see the entire LeBron James career. And, you know, and I really don't have much hate for him because he was rarely in the East Coast, to be honest. You know, he was with the Cavs there and back, and then he was with the Heat, but only for a few years. So, and then at that point, the Knicks didn't even have a chance, so I couldn't be upset. But I think he's done a lot, man. I really wouldn't mind it for somebody to say it, you know, and put him at number 1. You know, but you know, he's a fucking... No, he's a class act, bro. Yo, you can't deny homie's athletic skills, man.
There's 40,000. There's NBA's all-time leading scorer. All his other accolades. Does that make him the GOAT? Forget about the conversation. The GOAT. I
mean, look at this. The man is what, 38, right? He's going to turn 39 at the end of the year, right? In December. The man is still averaging 25, 7, and 7 at 52.7 field goal percentage. Like, when's the last 38-year-old that done it? Even though Jordan was dropping 30, 40 still at 40 when he played with the Wizards, but he wasn't doing it consistent like LeBron is doing it now. You know what I mean? And Jordan took a couple of years off. I love Jordan. I'm not bashing Jordan. I'm just saying, like, LeBron got to be there now, man. LeBron got to be there now.
Yeah, well, he's always going to be considered a top 3. It's just, like, is it really the points that do it? Because then I can already see what people's argument's going to be. Homie played an additional 6 years more than Jordan. Yes, like Lord knows.
Does longevity? It has to play a part, though, right? Being good for that long, that has to be in the be in the conversation, right?
Also, when he came in the league, LeBron, the game's changed. People weren't going to college for 4 years like that anymore. You know what I mean? He jumped straight out of high school, and a couple of years after that, it was just one and dones almost every year. So you got to put that into play. The game of basketball, the business side of basketball, it changed during LeBron's era. So you got to think about that too, because I agree with Q. Everybody's going to pull out that argument about, you know, Jordan played less years, but he got more accolades, blah, 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 blah. But you can't fault LeBron for that. You know what I mean? He was NBA ready at 18. You know, you can't get mad at him for that.
Which is great. But then, you know, you also got to think about this too, man, because, you know, like then you got to add all the other stuff too. You know, you got to add all the other basketball games that, you know, because like Jordan didn't just play basketball on a professional level playing ball. Like that dude would play basketball after hours, invite people over to his gyms and just study niggas like he used to do. I don't think LeBron's doing that, but the people also have to understand the technology. Number one, these days they didn't have it back then, and number two, I think Michael Jordan played just as much ball, probably, obviously not throughout the whole career, but he played a lot of it, but not all of it counted. But you can still say, but he was still know who did what, like whose little ticks did this. Okay, that dude did that. Because remember, he invited all those people in the Space Jam. He used to do that shit a lot. Like, you know, and that's just only what we know. Like, how often did he do this outside? Like, you know, how often did he actually really play basketball at that high level? Now, did LeBron do that? Because, you know, and then the other thing is, you know, he played in more Olympic games too. You know, like it's different championships and different calibers too. So all that puts a little tear in your body, you know, and you know, to be honest, I always feel like Michael Jordan didn't even really care. Who knows? Michael Jordan was playing baseball, training that way, probably playing golf on the weekends, and then just playing. He was just like a natural talent who just probably never really, you know, like I guarantee you, if he would have took the same direction that LeBron took to his body, and they had the same technology back then, I think Michael Jordan would have probably played just as long. And then Michael Jordan would have had records that nobody will ever be. Like, who has fucking dude has 11 rings in the 90s era, or dude had fucking a 6-peat, you know what I mean? Like, dude won 6 championships in like, it's always crazy scenarios, but you know, but longevity is a big thing. But then it's also, this is why I say it's two different eras, man. It's hard to compare these two gentlemen when they're so far separated from each other.
I agree. That was a good point.
Man, this is tough for me, man. Like, this is tough. And you know, because I don't like Michael Jordan. Like, I don't like what he stands for. I don't like his personality. I don't like, as a Knicks fan, I don't like how he did us dirty.
I don't like how he eats. I don't like how he dressed.
I don't like his fucking haircut like my man did. I don't like that stupid hoop earring in his fucking ear. I don't like that shit. I don't like his baggy ass $1 billion nigga wearing baggy ass goofy suit.
I don't like the way he blinks.
I don't like blinks. I don't like none of that shit. But I don't like. We all heard the Chameleon story where he asked him for an autograph. He basically told Chameleon to get the fuck out of here, type shit. And he does that to a lot of people, little kids. There was some clip the other day with some kids in the garage. I don't know if you guys seen
Charlotte, when he was still the owner of the Charlotte Hornets,
Jordan. He was like, "Get out of here!" Like he's get off my lawn. He's that type of dude. He's a scumbag, man. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron, I like everything LeBron stands for off the court. You know what I'm saying? I like that he speaks up for civil rights, so to speak, and shit that has to do with our culture and oppression for us. I love that about him. And not, and forget about that. He's a beast on the court, right? Like you said, longevity does matter. And he's crazy nice, crazy, maybe the most athletic fucking person we've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like the just coming down the lane, just yakking it on dude. He's been doing that shit for 21 years, man. He's like a little truck coming down.
Still doing it.
Scary.
Strong, can jump. He's like 6'8", 6'9", like what, 220, 230, some shit like that. Yo, he's LeBron is different, man. He's strong, you know what I mean? Get you in that, post you up. There's nothing you could really do, man. And he has a super high basketball IQ. You know, one of the best passers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he's fourth in assists, man. Like, come on now.
He's fourth in assists, man. With that being said, however, Mike, man, I got the chance to see both of them play, and I know the question is 40,000 put him in the gut? I don't think it necessarily does, because I think he was already in there. I don't think it makes it more of an argument, because he's going to keep compiling stats at this point, no matter what. The longer he plays, the more stats he's going to get, right? That's just how the nature of the business, right? I gotta say, Mike, man, this debate is never gonna go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like Pat Riley says, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem was like, I saw Kareem on the tail end. I got to see Mike in his prime and LeBron in his prime. So I'm one of the few people, I think, who not few people, but I'm one of the people who can really have a opinion that's backed by, like me actually seeing these dudes and shit. So I'm gonna say Mike, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I pulled this stat up today, man. Those 6 losses kill LeBron, man. 6 losses.
Well, that will always kill him.
Listen to this, man. Mike was just a win. As much as I don't like him, he was just a winner. Look, in championship games, right? These are all the championship games, not playoffs. When the money's on the line, championship games, NCAA finals, 1-0, right? That's when we set it up. FIBA gold medal games, 2-0, right? Let's scroll down a little bit. Olympics, 2-0. Where we at? NBA finals, 6-0. He's never lost when the money's on the fucking line. You know what I'm saying? Jordan, LeBron, on the other hand, has lost a lot. Like Steph Curry fucked LeBron shit up.
Oh, yeah.
He fucked his GOAT argument up. You know what I'm saying? Honestly,
oh, yeah.
Them Warriors were like the Warriors reminded me of the what Mike did to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm. Oh man,
them dudes in that era, man. I know the whole 72 win team, and he beat them and everything. But as Stephen A, goofy ass Stephen A likes to say, David Stern gave them the stimulus package with the whole Draymond Green. But yeah, go ahead, man.
Let me ask you a question though. Now to throw the screwball in the debate. All right, look at the teams that LeBron. All right, like just look at one main team that LeBron went to the finals with, that 07 Cavaliers team. You think if you put Jordan on that team, replace LeBron with Jordan, can Jordan take that 07 team to the finals the way LeBron did? Because if you look at that roster,
when they lost to the Spurs, that year they lost to the Spurs?
Yeah, the year they got swept by the Spurs, that Tony Parker, killed them.
Yeah, he dragged them. That was a Gauskas, and that was like Boobie Miles and all that shit, right? It was
Boobie Gibson.
Thanks for Friday night, Boobie Gibson.
You had Drew Gooden, Larry Hughes, Damian Jones, Danya Marshall, Ira Newell.
You know what?
Eric Snow, Varejao, David.
David. You know what? They lost though.
Yeah, they got swept. But I'm just saying, if you replace LeBron with Jordan,
didn't LeBron hit that one game winner?
No, that was against the Magic. They didn't win. They got swept. They got swept.
Okay. Yeah, they got swept by the Spurs.
They got swept, and they beat Detroit. They beat Detroit in a 7-game series. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if you had that scenario, you think Jordan could take that team to the finals? Because I've been hearing about a lot of people throwing that into the debate.
That's a good question. Go ahead.
That's a good question. I think so, man. And the only reason I say is just because one word, and we know this to be Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
He's clutch, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's super clutch, and that's the complete opposite of what LeBron is. LeBron is not clutch. LeBron can't make that game-winning shot for the life of him if he ever needed it to. He has in certain moments, but you're not going to put it in his hands 100%. 100%.
That's the different point.
And that's going to be the game changer, because now everything, like the way you're going to have to defend Michael Jordan in those clutch moments is going to be totally different than how they were doing it against LeBron, because they knew either he wasn't going to make the shot or probably just pass it off to somebody who has even a less likely a chance to do what they needed to do, or just get bottled up or whatever. So in that factor, it would be very interesting. I'm not saying obviously 100%. Nobody knows the future, but I do think MJ would do something with that team, and he ain't going down for it. That dude has too much of a competitive spirit to get swept like that, bro. Even though he had a hard times in the beginning, earlier career, like he had trouble with the Pistons. We all know how, we all know what used to happen to him, and
he's on bad teams.
You know what I mean? But I think put him on that team, man, and it would be fun. It would be really fun to watch now, and vice versa. You could say this, like how would LeBron fit into the Bulls, bro? Like I don't feel like that's a team that's going to be running through everybody. I feel like they're going to be a team that's going to be reckoned with. But let's say this: we already know LeBron's record in the finals. You think LeBron on the fucking Bulls for those 7-year span, they three-peat twice with LeBron?
No. I don't think so. I don't even think LeBron would be a Jordan-esque type of player on that Bulls team. I think he'll be more of a Scottie Pippen type of guy. If he was on that team. That's how I view him, with the hype, being a point forward. That's how I view LeBron. But I agree with you 100%. I feel like if Jordan is on that Cavs team, that 07 Cavs team, he won't get swept. He will wind up winning a couple of games. You know, fuck around, he'll probably win. He'll probably find a way to beat the Spurs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're gonna open up the phone lines too. If y'all want to tap in, I see y'all in the chat. Shout out to my man Lauren. Shout out to Danny, Drew, G out of character. But if y'all want to tap in, the numbers at the bottom of the screen: 319-527-6752. 319-527-6752. Call up. Don't be scared. We ain't gonna bite. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I do want to say, my forecast. One thing I do want to say is like, I'm just saying that.
One second.
All right.
MJ can be arrogant jerk in public. 1000%. Shout out to Danny Drew.
Yeah. One thing I would say is that I'm just saying I'm not really picking LeBron. I love Jordan over LeBron all day. I'm just saying that, you know, with him reaching 40K, he's in the debate now. Like, he's in the debate. You know what I'm saying? I always said in my personal preference, it was always MJ, Kobe, and LeBron. Right now, with this accolade that he just surpassed, I feel like he moves into second right there, and it's just knocking on the door. Who knows how he's going to end his career? But you know, the man is a walking triple double in stats, man. Like, who else you could say has done what LeBron did right now? You know, 40K, 11 and 10. That's amazing to me, man.
Ray says, "Stop it."
Yo, if LeBron's percentages in championship would be better than 40%, you know what I mean? Like, that was, you know, I love Kobe too, but like, but if LeBron would have won more championships, let's keep it a buck. And I don't say it only just to say about rings, but like when you have to take out those Bill Russells. You have to take out the Kareem. You know what I mean? Like,
John Havlicek.
you got to take out those guys, man, because you know, like that's just totally different, man. Like, it was totally different. Like the 3-point line was like 3 feet closer. You know, I'm fucking.
Those days didn't exist. 3-point line coming in the 80s.
Yeah, didn't even exist, and you know, like people's physique was totally you know. But I think of LeBron, like LeBron would have had an easy shoe, and if he would have won at least 6 to 7 championships out of the 10, it would have been like easy. Like, yo, dude, then that's it. Like, because then he could just walk with his balls to the floor. Like, yo, what else do you need me to prove? I got more rings than the guy. But like him not taking his team, I think that just shows to more about the type of player he really is. We know he's a great player, but it just seems like he just can't really make the team get past that certain threshold. He can do it. He can do it on a high level, but he can't do it when he really needs to do it. And the meaningful games is in the fucking championships. That's the whole point of this, man. You don't just win 72 games or win however many games to get into the playoffs and fucking lose, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not the point of it.
72 ain't a thing without the ring. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Ray. Said you can. Lawrence said what he said. Can't say Kobe. There's no Kobe without Jordan. Raymond says you can definitely say Kobe. Shout out to my man Aaron Nesto, fellow New York fan. You know what I'm saying? Always checking in. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Man. Like, it's all subjective at the end of the day, but
it is.
You know, like the eye test tells me it's Mike. You know what I'm saying? That's me, but I don't like the dude, so it hurts me to say that. I wish I could say LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could say LeBron. You can't, but I can. Yeah, Razor.
I think I appreciated Mike. I think I appreciated Mike more after he retired. You know what I mean? Because in the 90s, when I was like watching basketball, I didn't get to see Jordan's first couple of years in the 80s. I was just a fucking baby. But I only got to see him in the 90s. So he was always killing my Knicks. So that still stings with me. That still stays with me, my man. That he killed my Knicks. I'm not saying that he's not the GOAT. He's the fucking man, but you know, it is what it is.
Fuck him. Yo, let's transition. Let's talk a little football, man. Listen. Yo, this shit. When I saw this shit, dog, I was like, yo, this is bugged the fuck out. Like this story bugged me out. This hit a couple of days ago. If y'all been under a rock, Russell Wilson was cut by the Broncos. An historic cut, man, because the Broncos are on the hook for 85 or 86 million and dead cap space. That shit is insane. I couldn't believe that shit. All right, boom. we all heard the stories of how Wilson was acting, diva-ish. I don't know if that's true, but they were out there. He had his issues with Pete Carroll in Seattle. He wanted to be more responsible. He wanted to throw more. He wanted to be like more responsible for the winning of Seattle. Hence the whole campaign of let Russ cook. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel that Russ started falling off because he wanted to be more of a celebrity, like the Jay Beyonce, the J Lo Ben Affleck shit or whatever. With him and Sierra, his whole issues with Sean Payton. Well, I'm jumping ahead. He gets traded to the Broncos, right? Crazy package. I think Denver traded it. Denver had like three or four draft picks, some pick swaps, just a crazy package. You know what I'm saying? And then he gets cut. $85 million in dead cap space. Now they don't have to pay him $85 million in cap space. I think it's like, I want to say it's like 39 or 40 million, 39 because his salary was guaranteed for 2024. But that's still no for you not to like somebody so much that you're willing to be on the hook for. That's gonna hamstring 86 million and 85, whatever it is in dead cap space is insane, my dude. The beef, and listen. First year with Denver under Hackett, who's now with the Jets, right? Aaron Rodgers' boy. He's terrible, man. I want to pull up his stats. You have his stats in front of you? His stats with Oh yeah, I got him right here. Okay, he had a rush season in the year. He threw 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. They went 5-12. But he turned around in the second year. They went 7-8. They started off decent, then they tailed off a little bit. They got blown the fuck out. Remember that historical game last year? They got blown the fuck out by Miami.
Yeah.
But he threw for over 3,000, 26 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. So he didn't have a bad year. Remember, Sean Payton infamously benched him towards the end of the year because of all that contractual shit. You know what I'm saying? Would have to pay him a little bit more, like per games and all that shit. Listen, I like Russ, man. I was on that let Russ cook shit. I thought Russ was me and my man. Shout out to my man Lawrence. Me and Lawrence always said this. Russ is not a running quarterback. He's just a quarterback who could run. You know what I mean? And he made some mistakes. The whole shit with Pete Carroll with the Malcolm Brogdon exception. I get all that, but I say that to say this, man. They really don't fuck with you if they're gonna dead you and be on the hook for $86 million in cap space. Q, what's your thoughts on the situation, man?
Bro, shit is wild. And before I even get to why, but like, bro, homie on the list. There's a stat out there, bro. Homie's on the list for the top. There's like a top 10 or top 12 most dead cap space hits.
Yes.
Russell Wilson's on that shit twice.
Yeah, twice, bro. Yep. I'm looking at that same list right now.
He's on that shit twice. And what's crazy is that his 2023 season was not that bad at all, bro. It was basically up to par with some of his best seasons in Seattle. So like that just goes to show, like, number one, I don't think they had even a good team, man. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have a good team. Like their best wide receiver was who? Jerry Jeudy. Right? Like if I'm not bugging, like they had no running back. Like their defense was trash because Von Miller was gone and they had nothing. Like they and that's not, I'm not even like sticking up for him, but he's got to be like behind closed doors. He must be a piece of shit, bro. Like there's got to be some type of character. I don't know, Sierra brainwashing him.
No, you heard, not to cut you off. You heard about the whole separating himself from the team. He wanted his own office. He wanted to fly private. All this diva shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if let's say us three, we're a team, right? Let's say we got to start doing like live shows all over the country, right? I go, Ed, fuck that. Q, fuck that. I want my own private shit. I want my own office. Y'all niggas huddle up in the lunchroom. Y'all niggas fly coach. You know what I mean? Like y'all niggas gonna be looking at me like weird. We supposed to be a team. So you're treating us like WNBA players. That O-line don't block as hard. You know what I'm saying? They let that fucking defensive end run through that hole. You know what I'm saying? So it just, I think he got gassed, man. Russell don't get gassed. You feel what I'm saying? So Russell don't get gassed. my bad. I had to get that out there. My fault.
Nah, man, it's all good. But like he had a good season, man. Like it just obviously all that. You know what I mean? Like because this shit we know. Like we know certain things that they allowed the media to tell, the fans and the media base. But I guarantee you, there's much more. But that went on and conversations that were spoke. It's gonna get put out there. I guarantee you people are gonna speak about it, but not right now. But in the weeks to come, there's gonna be other shit out there. Same thing with like the Giants and Wink. We heard rumors of them clashing out. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, the niggas had an argument. Somebody cursed out the other one. There's gonna be more to come to the light of why this really happened. Because to let him go like that and lose all that money, it's crazy. Because like at that point, I would just traded him or something, man. And I don't know. That's just a bugged out business move, man. It's crazy.
Yo,
It's a lot of money.
Yo, he got cut even before he started that 5-year extension that he signed after being traded from the Seahawks. That's crazy.
Sean Payton, arrogant ass, put fucking Jarrett Stidham up there.
I was like, who?
Belichick wanted to start over Cam Newton, if you guys remember, a couple years back.
Oh my God, bro!
Stidham,
tripping, bro.
I gotta put some of this on Sean Payton, man. Sean Payton is. I used to like Sean Payton when he was with the Saints.
Yeah,
I thought he was a coach. He was also with the Giants. He was a coach in the Giants. It's like he came into the Broncos because he was highly touted, and a lot of people wanted him. He came to the Broncos, and he just had this air of arrogance about him, man. He had the savior complex. And I'm like, yo, you got one chip, dog. Like you ain't. As much as I shit on Bill Belichick, you ain't Bill Belichick, dog. That's not. You're not Tom Coughlin. You're not fucking Andy Reid. You're not.
Shit, he not Dick Vermeil, son.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, so you got one chip, man. Relax, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I think Sean Payton had it in for Russ, man. He didn't want
it from the beginning.
He didn't want it from the beginning. He had a preconceived notion about Russell, and he didn't let their relationship unfold with himself. You know what I'm saying? He listened to everyone else. And listen, my point to you is, man, I'm all over because I'm saucy. My point to you is, my question to you is, I've been drinking for a couple hours now. Where do you think Russell Wilson's gonna end up?
Yo, I've been hearing him might going to the Steelers. As much as my man Mark, that he'll probably comment later about that. I've been hearing him going to the Steelers, the Bears. There's a couple teams. I really don't know where he fit, to be honest. Send that motherfucker to Washington. I don't care.
I don't think he fits anywhere, man. At this, like, he fits in certain spots, but it's gonna be a team that really needs somebody, man. Because I don't think he's gonna go. Like, if he goes to the Steelers, it's only because fucking Tomlinson want to fix a nigga. You know what I mean? And he ain't going to the Bears because the Bears is drafting a quarterback.
Yeah, true. I forgot about that.
Hold up, Danny Drew, big fight Friday. Heavy Anthony Joshua, Francis Ngannou. Yeah, I like the Big Bang Zang Joseph Parker shit too. We'll talk about it on Drunk Sports Combat tomorrow night. Do we talking about Russell Wilson? Like that?
Right. But
Lawrence Phillips say the Giants.
Nah,
the Giants. I don't know if you'll fit here.
I think we need to draft somebody.
I would do it.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it.
Minimum, minimum. I would do it. Hell yeah. What do you got to lose?
For the minimum, I'll do it, and I'll only tell you the reason why. That means at number 6, it got to be 2 reasons. Because at round 6, number 6, pick six. Pick 6, that means that there's nobody that they really like. And 2, that they definitely foresee them or really get, and 2, that they foresee themselves having another bad season to have another decent pick to get a quarterback in 2025. Because to pick him up and then to have Daniel Jones and then you got Tommy DeVito and Tyrod is still in the air, like, what the fuck? We're gonna have the most quarterbacks that fucking can't do shit for the New York Giants because we're not gonna have an offense soon because we don't have an offense. That's
crazy.
And remember this, Dable likes, and Kafka, they like those mobile quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Look what Dable did in Buffalo with Josh Allen. That read option, that when the pocket breaks down, they can get you a couple of yards. They can go get that first down. That's what Dable don't like to do. So Russell doesn't run as much as he used to, but he can still get out there when that play breaks down and get you some, get you a couple of yards to get that first down. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even bust a couple of tackles to get to the hole. But so I think that would be an option, man. Daniel Jones can do the same, but Daniel Jones is injury prone, right? Daniel Jones keeps getting hurt. And Tommy DeVito, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Come
on. What do you say? I'm hearing Falcons. I heard that too, but I'm hearing Kirk Cousins heavy to the Falcons right now.
Yeah, you brought that to my attention about Kirk Chains going to the Falcons. I'm like, the Falcons look pretty stacked as a team.
Yeah,
Justina Fields.
I like Justin Fields. I take Justin Fields in the
I,
Giants.
I would take Justin Fields over the Giants before Daniel Jones and Russell Wilson, and I won't draft nobody because I think Dable can like switch him around. I think Justin Fields was put into a bad predicament.
Yes,
he was put into a rebuilding team and expected him to be the light and savior, but like you can't do that to a rookie quarterback, man. So it's not as easy. Like he's a good quarterback. He's not no Mitch Trubisky. He's not no Mitch Gardner.
He's a Pro Bowl quarterback. Me and shout out to Lawrence Phillips, who's in the chat right now. Me and him, we used to talk about this. He wanted the Jets to get Justin Fields over Zach Wilson. He was in the same fucking draft. And I agree, they should have. Yeah, absolutely. Terrible choice by the fucking the Jets. But,
Joe Douglas.
I wanted to show this thing because this shit had me dying. Look, Jets better make playoffs this year or Salah. Allah. Get that street meat ready, boys. Allah.
Yo, man. I agree, man. That shit is crazy, man. Jets had a crazy.
What about me and my man was talking about this too. Russell Wilson to the Bucks, Tampa Bay.
Oh, you think they'll do that to Baker Mayfield? He had a good year with them.
I heard Baker's
not. I heard he's not even getting re-signed.
Oh,
yeah. There's like rumors they might not even re-sign him. Yeah.
Didn't he win a playoff series?
He just got Mike Evans back. That's a nice weapon for him. You know what I'm
saying? But Mike Evans. There was an article. Mike Evans was saying he's going to test the free agency.
Oh.
I thought he just.
No, he signed. He just signed.
Signed today, I think.
He just signed today?
Yeah, he signed a couple days ago. Hold on.
He just signed.
He signed. I know he signed for like 30 mil, something like that. They said.
Should keep Justin Fields, draft the wide receiver offense. I agree 100%. I think we don't know what Caleb Williams is, man. And you're hearing all these weird ass rumblings about him. You know, I know a lot of this shit.
2 year, 52
Caleb
million.
Williams, man, that dude a fool, man. Didn't Q send us something that he wilding? He want to get paid like Otani money?
2 years, yeah.
Like Otani.
I was damn, man. I was hoping, man. I wanted the Giants to get all the receivers I wanted off the board. T. Higgins, Mike Evans, is Pittman off the board? I think Pittman's off the board too. Pittman Jr.
Nah, I don't think Pittman or Calvin Ridley off the board yet.
Yeah, no. So Evans, my fault. Evans resigned 2-year deal worth up to $52 million. So he resigned with the Bucks.
Yeah, I wanted Evans. Evans is
me too, man. That's the guy I wanted. Y'all, I know y'all.
Yeah, Pittman got tagged. Pittman's off the board. Yep.
He got tagged.
He did get tagged.
Yep.
Man, I'm not getting
all the niggas I wanted. I've been beating those three. I mean,
what about Calvin Ridley? Did Calvin Ridley get tagged?
Nah, I don't think Calvin Ridley. I think Calvin Ridley's still on the board, but
yeah, he might go to the Jets. Aren't y'all saying that he might go to the Jets? Calvin Ridley?
To me, yep. Yeah, he might go. Yeah, that would be nice. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great.
If the Giants want a quarterback, I'm still saying they should go for that kid, the Heisman winner, man. I don't know. There's something about that kid. I think.
The dude from
Jaden Daniels from LSU.
Oh, you're talking about Jay. I think you're talking about the receiver. What's the Keon Cole? I thought you were talking about.
I like Coleman from FSU, but then we were talking about Malik Neighbors. He's a beast too, man.
Yo, Jaden Dan. I think out of all the quarterbacks, I like Jaden Daniel out of the top guys. I think Jaden Daniel the most. The knock on him is that he's a little too frail, but he can get in the weight room, though. You know what I'm saying? Drink some insurance, man. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
What's the kid's name from Washington? Phoenix Knicks. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Penix.
Penix. Yeah. Didn't he kill at the combine?
I don't give a shit. No, combine is. It doesn't tell the whole fucking story, you know what I'm saying? Drake May, Lawrence said Drake May. I don't like Drake May is cool. I like Jaden Daniel, and he was throwing
he was throwing Malik Neighbors.
Now I like Neighbors a lot better than Odazoon.
Yeah, Rome Odazoon from Washington.
Yeah.
From Washington.
Malik Neighbors to me is a playmaker. Odazoon, I feel like every time he got good hands, but as soon as he gets the ball, he gets tackled. There's no more. There's no sack. There's no yard.
Yes. That's why I like Coleman from FSU, because him and Neighbors are the same kind of guy. They'll go up there and catch that football, and it's hard to tackle those two dudes. They keep on going for a couple yaks. So I like that. The Giants need that, man. The Giants need that.
Danny Drew, you're gonna build. Thank you, my brother.
Yo, the Giants, Giants also need a quarterback, man.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean, because you heard what Malik Nibby said.
Yeah,
I think me and Cash, I think I posted up. Yo, he said, yeah, the Giants would be a good fit for me. Yeah, you know, as soon as they have a quarterback to get me the ball, bro, that's a shot, bro. I don't care what anybody said, but that's a shot to the dome that he feels Daniel Jones ain't that guy, and you know what I mean. Like, and I have to, you know, and I'll speak more of it, you know, on the next topic, but. You know, later on, but you know, a lot of these teams, a lot of shit's gonna start happening, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I got
Zach Wilson killed the combine.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at too. When
that one throw, right? Everybody's bugging off that one fucking throw. It was like an 80-yard bomb or some shit. Niggas
I was like, he's still whack. I was watching him a little bit when he was in BYU. He didn't do nothing for me in BYU. That was one of the worst picks they ever did. The Jets.
I wonder where he's gonna wind up.
Shit. Does the CFL still exist? Oh wait, he could go to the USFL, XFL.
The Rock is gonna grab him.
That Rock shit.
Yo,
what do you XFL shit?
what do you think about Johnny Manziel to the Giants, son? Fuck it. I'll choke that nigga on 42nd Street, drinking beers in the corner and shit.
What was his
Johnny
name?
Manziel, Baker Mayfield could be like the Cleveland Brown.
Shit!
Coming back to the Giants.
My god. That is crazy. No, if it's like that, bring back Jamarcus Russell. They got plenty of lean out here in New York.
I know y'all out there, y'all in the chat. Tap in, man. Y'all see the number on the bottom of the screen. Call in, man. Don't be scared to talk to us. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
They're gonna call in at these next couple topics. I guarantee you.
You want to move on? That's crazy. But yo, we'll see what happens with Russell, man. Let's see what happens, man. I'm you know, I like shit like this, man. It's hot stove shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, you heard the Steelers, but we'll see.
Steelers was like the top team I heard, but I don't know if it'll fit that Mike Tomlin type of style. And they don't have an offensive line. Look, they've been killing Pickett. What's his other Rudolph, whatever the hell his name was. They've been killing those two boys. They can't protect them at all.
The 6.5 QB signed in the first round in April draft. I say under. Yeah, I say under too. Yep.
I think under as well.
Yeah. Yep. I say under. I think
it's probably gonna be exactly 6 in that first round. To be honest,
QBs.
I think there'd probably be like 5 QBs picked in that first round, bro.
Jeez.
And what's crazy, 3 of them are going in the first 3 picks.
Damn. Who's the first 3 again? The Bears number 1.
The Bears, Commanders, and Patriots.
And Patriots. What happened to the Cardinals? Weren't they one of the worst teams? I know they didn't go no QB, but
but they're 4th or 5th.
Okay. Yeah. I know they ain't going QB because they got Kyler Murray.
They're like right before us.
Yeah,
they're 5th. Yeah, so they're 5th.
They're all right, 5th.
We'll see what happens. But yo, listen. So let's get to the next subject, man. And this hurts my heart, man. You know, we talk national. We talking national today. You know, it's the first time in a while we talk national. We usually talk the local New York teams. But man, Saquon Barkley, dog, this is sentimental for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the business of football. I get that the running back is become the least important position. You know, not in my opinion, but in the minds of the owners and the GMs. You know what I'm saying? They're the most expendable. You know what I'm saying? The Giants elect not to tag Saquon Barkley. So he'll be able to go test his market value out there, and we'll see what happens. You're hearing the Texans, like we said.
They say that's the number 1 landing spot.
Do you think? Let me ask you this: gut feeling, bottom of your gut. Do you think that Saquon Barkley ends up a Giant next season?
I don't think so, man. I think he's gonna decide to move on, man. This
him or the.
I think the Giants, man. I think the Giants, I think the Giants are probably trying to move on for him. Is that the running back market is not the same for that. There's no loyalty to running backs now. Like look how many running backs leave teams all the time now. And then you have teams like the Texans. You think he wouldn't want to go play with Stroud out there in the Texans and that defense and that how they run that offense. Even the Chargers were looking at him. I heard Harbaugh since he joined the Chargers. He was looking at trying to get Saquon over there to play over there in the West Coast. I don't know, man. I would love for him to stay a Giant forever, but from my point of view, I don't think the Giants want to reciprocate the same love he's trying to show us.
Q, you've been saying this from the beginning. You didn't think he'd end up a Giant this year. What are your thoughts now?
It remains the same. Like it remains the same. And you know what's crazy? It just makes me upset because like the fucking it just goes to show like they're just losing. They're striking 3. And if they do happen to re-sign him, it just goes. It's gonna show me that this fucking front office don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they've been making some good moves. We felt really positive about them, but if they sign him after not franchise tagging him, when it would have probably cheaper, they could just hold him and avoid him reaching, like even testing other teams out. You know what I mean? And there's additional cap space too this year that was released that the Giants was aware about, so they could have done it. There's then again, like the shit that burst my bubble is that when he should have left was when we could have got something for him, when he could have got traded. So now we're just losing him for free.
Yes.
Like, and I understand he wanted to be a legacy Giant, and they should have. And I wish they did. And they should have paid him his money because in my heart, like I wanted him to stay here. Don't get it twisted. But they should have paid him at least 13 to maybe 13 and a half, almost $14 million a year. That's the deal that they should have hit him with last year to keep him for an extra 3 to 4 years. But they showed they didn't want to do that. They wanted to tag him. I knew they weren't going to tag him again. And then them not tagging him just only goes to show even further they don't want to keep him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they just don't want to keep him, and it's just really frustrating because now the Giants are really gonna have nothing to do. Like they're really gonna have nobody. They're gonna have probably they're gonna have a quarterback that only played maybe 5 or 6 games with our rookie star receiver that we don't even know who's a star yet. He barely even played with Darren Waller. He's not gonna have Saquon Barkley to throw the ball to because Saquon Barkley eats up at least 40 to 80 some odd receptions per year. Who like what? Like I'm really trying to understand. It frustrates the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I see it.
I'm really trying to understand what are they trying to do, because like and then they signed Daniel Jones, and that's why I said I know you agree. I know you said it was a great contract. They signed $45 million, but nah, it really wasn't, man. He wasn't worth. Daniel Jones is the reason why Saquon Barkley will not be a Giant, because a lot of that money is tied up in that nigga that didn't even play last year.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well, we got a call. Let's take the call, see what they got to say.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What up? You on with Drunk Sports Talk? Who is this?
This is Lou from Jersey.
What's going on? Oh, my man Lou. What's going on, bro?
Oh, what's going on, Lou?
Definitely think, they were going to get along and be, great teammates for years to come. We got this little feud going here with Barkley and Danny Dimes, and it turned out to be a disaster. I think though Barkley has a point though, because all the attention and all the money is going in Jones's pocket, and Barkley feels like he seems to cheat out. I don't blame him for that, because when you put in this way, Jones is not the great quarterback that everybody thinks he is. I mean, yeah, he had one good season in 2022, but what has he done since that? Pretty much nothing. I think he's worth being a Giants quarterback.
No, I agree.
It's like Odell Beckham. It's like Odell Beckham. He had a great first season, but then after that, he just, fizzled out.
I agree with that too.
Absolutely. What do you think about what's your thoughts on Saquon, man?
Well, it's obviously he doesn't want to be there now. So, I think he's got to make a decision to make, and he's going to have to. But wherever he goes, I think he's going to make the right decision, because I thought they were going to be a good duo together. Turns out it's not going to happen now.
I agree. I think my thoughts on that is the Giants have this number in mind. Saquon and his people have this number in mind, right there, right here. So they're going to say, listen, go out and test your market value, see what you're worth. We're going to let the market dictate what you're worth, and maybe bring that number back, and then maybe we can negotiate. It's a gamble, but you never know.
It's either that they're trying to do, though. What the market value take care of it. That's what I think it's all about here.
Yeah, I agree. For real.
He's working somewhere else.
Now, Lou, I'll be honest. So now let's say let's say the market is, let's say the Texans is saying 11 million a year or whatever, or 10 million a year for let's lowball it, right? For the next 3-4 years to Saquon, right? The Texans. And the Giants say, oh, we'll match it or even give you $1 extra million. In my opinion, I'm not signing that deal with the Giants. I don't care about an extra million.
Yeah.
I'm moving to the Texans, bro. I'm out of here. I know they already made the playoffs. They already have a stacked team. They didn't even get to use Tank Dell in the playoffs. Just imagine what Tank Dell, CJ Stroud, and Saquon Barkley are gonna do. In my opinion, do you agree with me, Lou?
You mean the rookie of the year? Sure, why not? To put this, I what you give me. I'm not going to be second banana to Danny Dimes, and that's it. I'm going.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm tired of Danny Dimes.
I'm not going to be second banana.
Danny Dimes, yeah. I think we can. I thought for a minute we get maybe Neighbors. I don't like kind of drafting a high with with the 6th pick for receivers.
No,
I thought Joe Alt for a minute, offensive line, but now I'm thinking Shane and Dable. That's like Kane and Abel, right? Shane and Dable, Kane and Dable.
Yeah.
Shane and Dable is like I think they're gonna go down with the ship, because I think next year that seat's getting a little bit warm. If they're gonna go down with the ship, they better go down with their own guys. So I think they might try to get a QB. We'll see. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Exactly.
Appreciate you calling. I know you got your own show. Let everyone else know out there what the show is all about and where they can find you.
Okay, it's called the breakup of Jones and Barkley. Oh boy, aka the Enhanced Sports Show. At Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. at Eastern Time. Let's keep that in mind now, folks. Eastern Time. Number call is 512-543-4662. Once again, 512-543-4662. We got a lot to talk about. We got spring training. We're going to talk about the new NBA record 40,000 points set by LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk the NFL, the end of the deadline that just passed, the free agency deadline, the NHL trade deadline, the NHL trade deadline just passed. Actually, it will be passed by the time we get on the air. So put it that way. NBA, college basketball, men's, and especially the women's, and of course, you understand why.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a lot to cover, and also interesting questions about the women's game. I also want to take a few predictions on the last week of the season, since we're coming up on that of the regular season, is because final conference tournaments begin. I think Tuesday. Well, for us. So
nice.
If you got time between 4 and 6 on Saturday, call 512-543-4662. And yes, it is a toll-free number. And it's a live show. So if you do say anything, you got to make it a PG rating. You can't do any of the, that kind of stuff.
No doubt.
No problem. Yes.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon, man.
I appreciate it.
People were being watched.
It's I know that's why we're a little different out here, But I like Lou from New Jersey, man. He called the first time caller, started on Monday, man. Appreciate it.
Lou's a friend of the show. Yeah,
great insight.
Great insight. Listen, I want to address this comment. I can see JJ McCarthy to the Giants. Yeah, I'm hearing that. I've heard that as well. I'm hearing that the word is that he's a Giants kind of QB. He's in the same vein as Daniel Jones, and not talent-wise, but demeanor-wise and attitude-wise, and Eli Manning, that kind of subdued, not the flashy, not the guy coming in with the chains and the Maserati the first day, ain't throw one touchdown yet. You know what I'm saying? He's more, more of a humble kind of guy. So I heard that too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, but I did hear that. Absolutely, yeah. El got his ear to these football streets for sure.
He's NFL ready. He got coached by a former NFL coach. So I could see that too. I could see McCarthy to the Giants. Won the college football final. So why not?
Yeah. Harbaugh, yeah. Harbaugh obviously is an amazing coach, but let me see. Can I get a shout out? My grandson got a scholarship to Bethel University in Tennessee, and What does that say?
NAIA.
Oh, NAIA school. Yes, yeah. Hold up. You know what?
Shout out to your grandson, Drew.
That's
Hold up.
what's up.
We're gonna shout him out. Hold up.
Congratulations, man.
What's his name? What's his name again?
He didn't say. He just said his
grandson.
His grandson. Hold up. Applaud that
man. There we go.
That's an amazing accomplishment, man. Should be very
nice.
Yeah.
I wish I got a scholarship. I got a scholarship to the brewery.
To the brewery. Crazy.
The brewery. Yeah, facts. Yeah, that's amazing. What else we got? Congrats, Danny.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And he's a wide receiver.
Remember the name? Oh, Dylan Robinson. There you go. Shout out to Dylan Robinson.
Dylan Robinson. Shout out to Dylan Robinson, man.
Wide receiver. I hope he got some hands.
Yeah, word up.
Hey, Danny, let's get him on the show.
That's it, man. Yo, we'll take him on the Giants when we get a fucking a good quarterback that we can depend on. We don't want to ruin it. We don't want to ruin his career.
Don't go over the middle and get Robinson blown up.
Yo, I wanted to talk real quick before we wrap up. Lou brought up something that I wanted to talk about with y'all. I want to give a shout out to the homegirl Caitlin Clark for breaking Pete Maravich's record, man. That record was held for how many years? Like 40, 50 plus years, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? I love that. That she did it. Me being a girl dad, us being a girl dad, that's a proud moment to see. At least our little ladies, our girls could see something, great basketball. That was a big moment for me.
Yeah, it's not getting enough right either. You're right. It's not getting enough right.
It's not. You know why. That's unfortunate, but we gotta show love. You gotta show love to the ladies,
Absolutely, man. Last chance to call in if you want to call in because we getting ready to get out of here. 319-527-6752 is at the screen. Drunk Sports Nation. You already know what's up. Take a shot. Go get your bottle of liquor. Roll something up. This ain't a proper conventional show. We let everyone be who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Word up. Yeah. So we were, we talked about, Daniel Jones and all that, like how we think they're gonna be, like how the Giants possibly could be done, with them. Do you guys even agree with that? Do you guys think they're fully done? Like wholeheartedly, you think yes or no that it's a wrap for Daniel Jones?
No, not this year, not at all. I think he's gonna start this year.
No, but I just mean in general. Like you can start that don't mean he's in the future. You know what I mean? Like
no, I don't think.
You think he's just a decoy?
No, I think that the contract says that he's going to start. You know what I mean? He's down the hook for $40 million. End of the year, there'll be this. There's a way to get out of that contract. You know what I'm saying? The language of the contract, very smart. That's why I say, did they jump off the ledge when they lost? When they beat Minnesota that 2 years ago, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they might have overreacted, but and gave maybe a little bit more than he's worth, but. They do have an out in that. And I don't think Danny's going to be a Giant after this year. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll start this season, barring some incredible, season. I think he's gone, man. You know what I mean? I think who Daniel Jones is. It could have been the offensive line, but we can't keep blaming the offensive line for everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Could he have used more playmakers? Absolutely, right?
And Waller got hurt. Saquon got hurt.
Yeah, that's just the nature of the business, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but great quarterbacks make average players better. Like, isn't that what makes you a great athlete? Mm-hmm. Like, if you're a great quarterback, like, look what Tom Brady did. I don't expect him to be a Tom Brady caliber person, but Tom Brady made some wide receivers that if they would have went to Wes Welker is not the same person as he is with Tom Brady when you go somewhere else.
Even Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman. Mm-hmm. Tom Brady liked all those short guys going through the middle and probably getting smacked by a linebacker, but like, and Daniel Jones, he doesn't have that risk factor. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, he looked like to me, and that's what I felt too, because I love Giants so much. He just looked like another Eli Manning to me, and when he stepped in, he just played just like Eli Manning to me.
Oh, damn.
I don't want to see that.
Damn.
I don't want to see that. I can't have what we just lost at the end of his career, and you're just playing like the end of his career, and then we expect you to get better, but then you don't, and then you get hurt, and then like it's too many variables, bro. Like, and the Giants don't have much time, and Dable and Shane, they don't have much time neither. They have 2 more years tops. Whoever they're gonna draft this year, and whatever they do this year, they better hope they have a good season. I'll give them. They just bought themselves 3 years, bro, and they bought themselves enough time to, I think, the end of Dable's contract, right? How long is Dable's contract? He has like another 4 more years left, right?
I think so.
Here's what I say about that. I don't know if they bought this. I don't know, maybe 3 years. But see, if I'm the Giants, I don't even start the if let's say we get a rookie QB, right? Get a rookie QB here. I don't even start him till I absolutely have to, because once you start him, like you said, that resets the clock. You know what I'm saying? But then again, Daniel Jones ain't the person it's not like a Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, where you could sit behind him, or Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers, where you could sit behind him for a couple years and learn. I don't think there's not too much to learn from Jones other than fucking, the fumble and fucking, well, you know what I mean? Like, he's got happy feet. But yo, man, like let's not totally shit on Daniel Jones, man, because he wasn't given a lot to work with, man. Like, got line right, and I hate to keep bringing this shit up. Like you said, Darren Waller got hurt.
Saquon got hurt, second game of the season.
Saquon got hurt. Jalen Hyatt, him and Jalen Hyatt never got on the same page. What I thought was interesting was even those couple of games DeVito played, he seemed to have a connection with Jalen Hyatt. Shep is old.
Hyatt, he retired. Shep retired. That's it.
Yeah. I'm talking about last year.
Okay.
Shep is old. Hodgins, Paris Campbell. I thought he'd be a better possession.
Slayton.
Paris Campbell was the Giants equivalent of what's the dude who came over on the Jets?
McCall Hardman.
No, not McCall Hardman. The dude, the light skinned dude that came over from the Packers.
You're talking about Alan Lazard.
Lazard. Yeah, Paris Campbell was the Alan Lazard of the fucking the Giants. But, they didn't have a lot to work with.
Yeah, I don't put no shame on Dan Jones, and I mean, as a Giant fan, I put a lot of respect on his name. I respect his game. I didn't feel like he was a good fit for this team. Like, I didn't in the very beginning. I didn't, because it's hard when you have such an all-star, like when Daniel Jones came and him and Saquon. It's just I didn't want to see him having to use the read option, because I feel like at that point in time there should be no option whether or not Daniel Jones is going to run the ball, because I'm not a big fan of running quarterbacks, bro. History has proven that running quarterbacks eventually get hurt. All right, and then they eventually slow down, and they also make a lot of bad decisions.
I think so.
Your numbers are gonna blow up. You're honest to say about sports, man. We thank you, and we appreciate that, man.
That means a lot.
Right, man. Man, for real.
We're not trying to be your cookie cutter sports, telecast with your stuffy analysts and all that fucking regurgitated bullshit that they just just gets dry and it gets monotonous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Could I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
If this season it doesn't work out for Danny Dimes, do you think that they'll wind up pulling a trade mid-season or even in the off season after the season is done, or they're just gonna let the contract run out?
That's a good question. I don't see a trade. Like, what are you really gonna get? Well, you might get a third for Danny, right? Maybe third round, maybe a little too high. I don't know. He does have a friendly deal, but I don't think there'll be a trade. I can't see that.
All right, yeah. NFL trades for like those kind.
Might as well wait till he gets cut, and you don't got to give nothing for him. Like, what would be the point of a team picking up that $40 million fucking albatross in the middle of the fucking season? Unless, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's, yeah.
And that's why I say Shane and Dable have 3 more years, because
Shane and Abel?
Shane and Abel.
No, Shane. I said Shane. Shane and Dave. Oh no, my bad. Because I watched Noah today on some random shit while I was working. But Dable. But that's why I say 3 more years, because I feel like Daniel Jones is going to start the whole season.
Mhm.
Unless it's like an astronomical injury, then the backup got to go in.
And then we
But,
bring back the Vita. Come on.
but I think if they draft, it all depends on what they're thinking. If they're really thinking draft a quarterback, I hope that quarterback does not start until year 2. I think he needs a lot of training under Dable. This is why I tell them 3 years. And then that new quarterback that they draft is going to have 2 years to be under Shane and Dable. And now if they can't make that work, if they can't get into the playoffs or have a winning record after the next 3 years, they're going to all get fired again, bro. And then we're starting all over again. And now we're back where we was when fucking Tom Coughlin left and Eli Manning left. You know, it's fucking like history repeats itself in this organization.
I feel you, man.
If Giants are in contention, then you try a trade, but I think they will draft the QB.
That's what I think too. That's why I think they're going to draft the QB too. That's why I'm high on the Heisman guy. And like Lawrence said, I like JJ McCarthy.
But here's my thing: he'd be probably the one sitting there if they wanted him. Even probably be even low. They probably could trade. They probably could trade down, get some more assets, and probably still pick up JJ McCarthy. You know what I mean? Like towards the lower first round. But if you're shooting for those top couple of guys, like a Jaden Daniels or like a Caleb or like a what's the other kid's name?
Drake May.
I can't see them sitting there at 6.
Fucking Williams, Caleb Williams. He's really pulling he's really pulling like something weird right now. Like what was it that you sent? Cue us what he said specifically.
He be talking out the mind. I think Caleb was on acid, bro.
On acid.
Yeah.
You saw that question?
My team is the Buffalo Bills. What are your thoughts on them going to the Super Bowl? Next year.
Shit.
I've been pulling for the Buffalo Bills for a couple of years, man. They just can't get over the hump, man. That 1 year that they had that barn burner game against Kansas City Chiefs, I thought that was their year. That was their year to win it all.
Yeah.
I love the Buffalo Bills.
Stephon Diggs wants out.
He's riffing with Josh Allen and
he's been riffing for 2 years now. Time to get Stephon Diggs to go.
I think they need help.
I think Josh Allen is a baller, man. I like Josh Allen a lot. Gabe Davis is a good number 2. I take him as a 2 or 3. What's that kid? Isaiah. What's that kid they had that they traded? Isaiah. What's that kid's name? That receiver. The name's slipping me. McKenzie. Isaiah McKenzie.
Yeah, Isaiah McKenzie. Yeah.
I had liked him, man. I thought they should have kept him.
Yeah, sure.
Listen, I think. What is that? What does that division look like? You got the Jets. We'll see what the Jets look like with Aaron Rodgers this year. You know what I'm saying?
Miami again.
Miami's fugazi, man. I was on that Miami thing, but like I'm off of that. My man Lawrence used to get on me. My man say Buffalo got a wing sauce. And then you got Bill Belichick, who he's gonna be in the basement for a while. Oh, he's not even in anymore.
No, he's not. He's Mayo now.
The remnant of the big steamy pile of shit he left in New England is gonna be in the basement for a long time. And then you have who's that? Bills, Jets.
Yeah, you named all 4.
And Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins. You named all 4.
I think the Bills have a really good chance to win that division again. I think they're better defensively than Miami. Miami's soft in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Miami's potent on offense, but that AFC, man, like you got to get through that one guy, man. You know, so that's hard. I think I want Josh. I was rooting for him last year. I want him to do it. You know, Buffalo's like when the Jets and the Giants are in it, I'm rooting for Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen's a baller, man. Monster.
Man.
Get out there and run. Be knocking over linebackers. I mean, he's the whole thing, man.
Gunslinger, man.
Gunslinger. You know what I'm saying? But man, like that Andy Reid, man, I'll lose a lot of money betting against Andy Reid.
I feel like I'm sorry, Q. I feel like they need a legit running back and a better number 2. I feel like they need a better number 2 than Gabe Davis. I feel like that's been Stephon Diggs.
I think they're gonna trade Stephon. I think.
Damn,
you read my mind, son. But I don't even like if they lose Stephon Diggs. Like I feel like Josh Allen is just a good enough quarterback that he just like when he slows down his running. You know what I mean? Like he has to throw the ball more. He just needs better wide receivers. But the biggest thing that the Bills have been missing out is a premier running back. That's what that running back by committee over there has not worked, and it's shown and proved the last few years because that team has been running over teams, but like they're not literally running over teams.
I agree,
and we can see like you could put a Raheem Mostert in the Buffalo
Saquon
Bills.
Saquon Barkley.
Put a Saquon Barkley on the Buffalo Bills.
Man, they want that downhill back.
You know, which is fine, but like
through the tackles, like you want that bust through the tackle shit.
Nah, I think they need to go with. I think it's more scarier when you have a quarterback that can run the ball and also a running back that can a quarterback that can run the ball and a running back that can catch the ball. Which Derrick Henry's just gonna plow through dudes. Like Derrick Henry's on my list of 3 people who's not gonna be really. He's not gonna really be up there, man. Austin Eckler, I don't even think he's gonna even get bought.
Like, damn, he's out there too. Austin Eckler's out there too.
Yeah, he's like 31. Austin Eckler out there. Like ain't nobody like it's gonna be between Saquon's gonna be the premier one that everybody wants. Then it's gonna be Jacoby Myers. Josh Jacobs, my bad. Josh Jacobs, and then Derrick Henry. I'm gonna prefer the first 2. You know what I mean? I'm gonna prefer the first 2, man. Those are the real playmakers. There's a lot of miles on Derrick Henry, man.
True. And Derrick Henry's like an old school back. He's like a Jerome Bettis type of back. Like he just, ground and pound right through the middle. You know, if he gets to see me out, but that's too much.
They need a playmaker. Yo, Zach Moss or Singletary wasn't enough for the Bills.
The best
and James Cook either. He wasn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Cook.
James Cook, he wasn't all that either. I feel like if they had a caliber running back and a better number 2, I think they it's like my man Danny Drew says. The Bills are due, man. They are due, you know. And even if they lost 4 straight Super Bowls, even though they won the losing in the 4 straight Super Bowls, that's still a hell of a feat making the 4 straight, man. You know, and that documentary, the Falls of Buffalo, something like that changed my perspective on that Buffalo. I used to make fun of them all the time, but then you see that documentary, I'm like, yo, that is one hell of a feat, man.
Oh yeah, and I think in my perspective, in my opinion, that division. It's wide open. It's wide open. It's not even the toughest. It's just wide open between the Bills and it's going to see who's going to have the worst season. Because I think that it's always going to be the Miami Dolphins or the Bills to either win the division and then the other one to either get into the wild card. That in my opinion, and it's probably going to be like that for the next couple of years. Now, who's the better team? To me, it's the Bills. I feel like the Miami Dolphins just don't have it. Like Tua is great. He just doesn't have it. And if I was a Bills fan, you know, and which I am when the Giants lose and the Jets lose, and it doesn't even go in that order. It's just when the Giants lose, it's either Jets or Bills, man. I'm either or at that point, man. Everybody get my money.
Watch out for the Jets this year, though.
I'm not worried. I don't know, man. I can't say anything until I see it. Like I can't. You can't be nervous about the most. You can't be when you're a boxer. You know what I mean, or anybody. You can't be nervous about the dude everybody talks about and never seen nothing yet. And then you know what I mean. We got to make sure this is actually a solid plan. All right, we got to make sure what they can actually do. Obviously, they haven't done anything, and we know that organization doesn't know how to do anything. They just have a bunch of star athletes and premier talent that they don't even know what the fuck to do with it. So even when they, and I said this before, they're wasting all these guys' years. They could get picks and other shit like that. They could be building this team to be great in the next like 5-6 years to come. But they want to throw it all in the bucket right now. That's fine. But what's going to happen if the shit don't pan out and you don't win a championship in the next 3-4 years for the Jets, you're not winning the championship for the next 10 years. And now that 50-year deficit or whatever, 60-year, now that's going to go on to 70 years. Y'all ain't going to nowhere.
Damn.
I think in terms of the Jets, I'm going to reserve my right to vote till we see them. A lot of question marks. Nathaniel Hackett is he I know that's fucking Aaron's guy and everything, but Robert Saleh, everybody's down on him, and I think a lot of it's unfair with Saleh. People he doesn't show enough emotion on the sidelines. All that shit is just goofy shit.
I think he shows emotion. They just they want him to show a certain kind of emotion. I see him show emotion.
The whole article with the Athletic that came out. There's a lot of Saleh got some baggage, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I think this is his last year. He has to prove it. He just got rid of that tight end, CJ. What's his name?
Uzuma.
Azuma, yeah. So we're
Jersey,
gonna see a little
Jersey.
more Jeremy Ruckett. Long Island kid. He's a big tight end. I like him. I think he should have got more snaps last year. He started to get a little more snaps towards the end of the year. Lazard, if he doesn't, I mean, without Aaron Rodgers, he looks terrible. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody to line up on the other side of 17. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
100%. They need another playmaker there. They need to get that. Me and my man L talk about. We need to get that offensive line intact. You heard Joe Douglas talk about Elijah Vera Tucker. They're not going to move around and everything. But Mekhi Becton, super bust. He's the equivalent of fucking Evan Neal for the Giants. So they got to show up that line. My man told me Joe Douglas, when he first rolled into town, what did he say? We got to take care of this offensive line. And he still hasn't got it done. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they got some good pieces, though. They got some good pieces on defense, and they got some good pieces on offense. Let's see if they can pull it all together, though. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yep. Yo, we forgot to mention though. Let's go back to the Giants real quick. What you think about the Xavier McKinney thing? You think that's gonna be a big loss?
I would have tagged him.
Yeah, that's a big loss. That's a big risk that they don't resign that kid, man. He balled out last year.
I'm gonna be upset if we don't have Xavier McKinney.
Yeah, because and see, that's another example of like just to go to show you how the Giants is just like fucking. They make me confused in these type of situations. They tag Saquon Barkley twice. They didn't tag Xavier McKinney not once.
That's
what the fuck? like, yo, make that make sense, bro.
We'll see. I think Joe Shane's capable, man. So we'll see. Yeah, I think they got a plan. You got to give him a little bit more time. But Xavier McKinney, if he walks out the door, I think that's bad.
Big time. That's bad.
That secondary is gonna take a big fucking hit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the case.
Yeah. And Saquon too, man. We could have traded Saquon last year and got some picks. We could have got some type of other. We could have got something for Saquon last year. That's why I wanted to trade him. But no, now we're letting him walk for free again. We just let everything go for free, man. Like it's bugged out.
Jets wasted their money on Aaron Rodgers.
Oh damn.
Jury's out on that. He said, what did he say today? He wants to play for 4 more years.
Yeah, man, 4 more years. That's a bad man, like your boy says.
Snaps.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Make sure they don't play. They don't play on that same day.
If A-Rod comes, he's back in effect. I do like that he was on the sidelines. He was helping Zach a little bit with his confidence. He felt like a Jet. We always heard the crazy stories about him in Green Bay and
Don't talk about my coach. Don't talk about my coach. That's what won me over. I was like, oh, my man,
the aloofness and like the whole weirdo shit he was going through. But I think listen, if Aaron Rodgers comes in and balls out like we thought he would, it's gonna be New York is gonna be on fire, my brother. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, yo.
Man.
I see him doing the whole Super Bowl point. If he wins the Super Bowl, doing that whole Joe Namath Super Bowl point. Like I told y'all.
What does it say? Where Aaron Rodgers goes next, Minnesota. Yeah, right.
But Brett Favre balled out with Minnesota though. That 1 year, he played 2 years with Minnesota. That first year, he balled out, man, with Minnesota.
He balled out that first half with the Jets and Mangini.
Yeah, it's true. He went 8 and something, and then went 8 and 8 the rest of the year.
Genius. That motherfucker wasn't no genius, man. Genius.
Man, dude.
Yeah, where the fuck you at? Q, where you at, dog?
Yo, my man disappeared out here.
His wife said, "That's enough. You've been on this fucking you've been on this podcast way too long."
Yo,
nah, never that, man. Sometimes Wi-Fi. Well, not even wifey. It'd be the Wi-Fi sometimes.
Yo, at least you fix your Wi-Fi the smart way. Me, I'm like, I fucking freeze all the fucking time.
Yo, and say like that one more time.
Nah, chill.
But Jets and Giants have a lot of questions to answer. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? On both. We're not really on both sides of the ball. The Jets offensively and the Giants, offensively as well. They're pretty sound. Both of them are pretty sound on defense.
Yes.
Hopefully we don't lose Xavier, but I like the linebacker core. I like the secondary. I like Deontay Banks. I'm a big Deontay Banks guy.
Adoree out of here, right? Adoree out of here.
Adoree's out of here. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get somebody in there. I think. Hope maybe we'll see how we fill that void.
The Jets gotta make sure. I don't know if they working on the Bryce Huff. I don't know if they're gonna resign Bryce Huff. I don't know what they're doing there.
Yeah, I'll take Bryce Huff.
So I don't know if they're gonna get Bryce Huff or whatnot, but let's see what's up.
G had a character. I laughed my ass off. The PO got him. Facts. Facts.
Probation officer. Yeah, I had to go take a piss test real quick.
Yeah.
Got him.
Oh damn! I will hate to see Ridley go to KC.
Yo, if really goes to KC, bro, I'm winning more money next year.
I ain't watching the Super Bowl. If the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl again, I'm not watching the Super Bowl.
Really goes, but if really goes to KC, maybe Kadarius Toney could go to the Falcons or some shit.
Oh my god, that bum, Kadarius Toney.
Yo, that dude is the worst, bro.
Nah, but listen, real quick, we got to get out of here. But if he does, Patrick Mahomes with no receivers won the Super Bowl. Imagine he gets stop playing, man. That's gonna be different.
Hell yeah,
it's gonna be different, man.
Hell yeah.
I listen. I want to have L on here when we talk the GOAT, but listen, Andy Reid gets another chip next year, dog. We gotta start talking. We gotta start talking that LeBron Jordan talk, my nigga. I'm telling you.
Oh damn.
You know what I mean, stale ass Bill can't even get a job. You know what I mean? But that's
word up. Word up.
I'm not gonna go there because me and my man have super duper arguments. You know, shout out to my man.
Hell yeah, yo. Yo, that is so true. KC didn't have a squad and they lost to a squad. Like that San Francisco team was a Madden team, like an all-time Madden team. And they lost.
Yes, I did. Absolutely. I ran
but you had a whole bunch of rookies calling the shots, though. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You can have all-star talent, but if you don't have people calling the shots, man, it doesn't always depend on who could throw the ball the farthest or who could run the ball the quickest. True. Man, sometimes it's just the dude who could just make the play, the IQ, what's gonna work. Yo, man, and it show improved, man. So I can't wait for that topic.
How you not know the rules of overtime? Like, how you not gonna know the rules of the overtime? That was dumb to me. That was dumb to me.
That's crazy. I'm looking at Danny Drew's comment right now. That's bugged out.
Yeah,
didn't you interview him?
No, I didn't.
You didn't interview him, right?
You told us that fact. You told us that fact like way in the beginning of the show. You was like, "Yo, don't you know Iran Barkley is his uncle?" And he's always out in the boxing scene and stuff. To talk about boxing scene, make sure y'all check out Drunk Sports Combat, baby.
Tomorrow night, very special guest, legendary guest. I'm not gonna reveal who it is in case they don't jump on. But L Boogie, you could call in. Pause. You could call in. You want to talk that Bill talk? We're gonna get there, man. We're gonna get there. But we're gonna get out of here, man. Let's take us out. Who taking us out of here? Shout out to everybody in the chat.
You already know who it is, man. You already know.
Shout out to everybody watching. Really good show, fellas. You know what I'm saying? We covered a lot of shit. We was all over the place today, but we did a.
We gave y'all the best we could give y'all like every week, right?
Well rounded, baby.
To our sponsor, No Fucking Body. We don't show you fucking name.
Yo, you should do that. I'm gonna do something like that. Shout out to Nobody, our sponsor. I'm gonna
newest member of the Drunk Sports team.
No, you guys see the hat I'm wearing? This is the New York Knicks logo now.
Oh man, no, I was looking at that. I wanted to say something. I'm like, I'm gonna let him rock. I'm gonna let him rock with the Toronto.
Yeah, because we got like 3 Toronto Raptors on the Knicks right now, and one of them is on the like, and they both became starting lineup.
Yeah, hell yeah,
caliber players.
Hell yeah, yo. With that being said, shout out to my brother. Shout out to everybody that tuned in and commented. Shout out to Lou from Jersey for being another caller for calling. I know he called on Monday. I missed that one, but he called out again. Yes, sir. With that being said, for everybody throwing shots at DST, you only get half a ball. SMD. Salute, my brothers.
Salute, my G.
Woo. Peace.
Catch you Monday.
Sir.
Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Peace.
Woo.